Okay, again, welcome in the second part of this e-learning and teaching system. What we were discussing, basically of the law, which says that about the values inserted under Article 51A as the separate part of the Constitution. You see that the first duty which says that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to respect the national flag and the national anthem. Now, okay, this is the duty, and there is case, and I will say about this case also. But one essential aspect is there: why this flag had decided by the Constituent Assembly national flag, or when, or what was the debate? What was the debate about it? And that was the point when it had said that when this was decided that please don't disturb off your mic. Why are you disturbing these classes? Very limited time I have. Why you are not muting your... Ranjit, don't create any kind of problem. Now, the first duty which says that it shall be the respect to the national anthem and the national flag. And this is okay. This is a duty. If the question will come in the examination, then this is not enough to write it in the examination by saying that this is the duty, but it requires to say by that why that national anthem has decided to be a national anthem, when it has decided, and why the flag has decided that this will be the national flag, and what was the Constituent Assembly debate in this regard, and the point which is very essential about the debate of the 22nd July 1947. 22nd July 1947 about the national flag. The resolution was moved by the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru about the national flag, and in a very attractive way he had placed the argument before the Constituent Assembly why we are going to adopt this national flag, the colors and the church and the other expression of or the values which are the part of this special kind of our respectable flag. He said that there is a history of the national movement. During the national movement from 1857, there was a flag, and the color of the flag was different, and the time to time the color hedge of the flag had changed initially, but ultimately decided that the tricolor flag shall be there, which will have the special kind of the value by respecting all person, all the citizen of India, and ultimately that resolution adopted by the Constituent Assembly, 42nd July 1947. History is available in the net and try to read it. I have just starting your lecture gone through this information 1 hour. So very good history is also there. The another history about the that national anthem. And the first question is that when the national anthem has accepted by the Constituent Assembly in India, when earlier there was this issue, what shall be our national anthem, it has said by the Constituent Assembly, we will decide this matter later. And as you know, the most and the more means the various provisions or the almost all the provisions completed on the 26th November 1949. And the flag has decided and discussed. Debate was there. But about the national anthem, still there was the work of adoption of this national anthem. Therefore, after this 1949 completion of the constitution, or before the 26th January 1950, the date of the adopting this national anthem is 24th January 1950. It is a question of your competition, objective question. 24th January 1950. It has decided that our national anthem shall be Jan Gan Man, written by Rabindranath Tagore. There is a history of this national anthem also. But one of the very relevant issue of the history or point of the history is required to be discussed in this point of time. That point says that on September 11, 1942, in Germany, Subhash Chandra Bose has declared that Jan Gan Man will be the national anthem on 11 September 1942 in Germany in a meeting. What was that meeting? That meeting was the founding meeting of the German and the Indian society. There was a meeting on 11th September 1942 in Germany, and it was in between the founding, in between the German and the Indian society. And it was the Hamburg. It is a city of the Germany, and there was a
फिर भी
place of
150 रुपए इकट्ठे हो रहे हैं तो कर लो।
there was the decision to adopt this national anthem, and when it has adopted on 24th January 1950, there was two issues. One was relating to that national song, and another was national anthem. National anthem has decided that will be the Jan Gana Man, and the national song, it has said that, which was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, that will have the equal value. But the anthem will be the Jan Gana Man, written by Rabindranath Tagore. So therefore, the point we say that the first duty of the citizen is respect the national flag and anthem. Okay, there is the statutory provision and one act relating to the respect to the national anthem, 1971 act is here. Therefore, this A is called a statutory duty, because there is an act and there is the provision for the punishment and the basically of the some fine or so on. This is one. Secondly, in a case by the Kerala High Court, that Jose EB versus Union of India, if suppose today these values will not be completed, please go through the information, select it, and then study at home, because I have very limited time, and tomorrow I will start the another topic, and just I am citing the way of study, not only by reading only one provision, the case law, as well as the history, Constituent Assembly debate, values, committee report, analysis, criticize, and all these things. Then we say that the idea of the national struggle for freedom should be respected. Idea and the idea of our freedom fighter should be respected by every citizen. This is our duty. But there is, of course, the case is also there. The Bengal Headmasters Association, West Bengal Headmasters Association versus Union of India, that is the case of 1983, Supreme Court, page number 448. It says that what was happened in some course was incorporated in the syllabus of the student. That was challenged because it was a very wide course, and the more than 150 pages of the study incorporated in the syllabus, and that was challenged, but the court upheld that this is our duty, fundamental duty. Therefore, the course of the ideology of freedom fighters, the course as a course under the syllabus related to the ideology of freedom fighters can be incorporated, and that is constitutionally valid. In the another C says that the to uplift the means that to maintain and respect the sovereignty, integrity, unity of India. As I have pointed out, in the violation of this duty, there are some provisions in the Indian Penal Code which related to the 120 to 130 of IPC and 141 to 160, and for the hate speech also 153A, 153B, all these sections are there, and this is also called the indirectly the enforceable duty. C is also the enforceable duty, and D is the D provision says that defend to the country and render the national services. And if you will see the national services whenever there is a emergency, and a order can be passed by the competent executive government that the national services is required from every city because of the emergency and because of the situation. And that, of course, whenever the command shall be command in the sense that in democratic system there is a order, government order, it shall be respected by everyone as the fundamental duty. Then the next clause, and that is the clause of the E as a fifth duty. Not only this is the what is written under this E, but the point is why it is written so, what are the parts of this duty, and what is the judgment on that, and whether this is a enforceable duty according to the provisions of law, or it requires to make the duty. It is written that promote the harmony and the spirit of brotherhood in the society, to behave with others like a human being. If you will see the in the under Indian Penal Code, again there is to abuse another person, you will found that you will get the provision that under section 504, 500, insult to another person, defamation related to the matters, abuse to another person. All these are the provisions under the laws also, and 506 also. So therefore, these are also, and one of the case you can go through this comments if you will write after writing the language of this duty, fifth duty known as small e under part 4 of the Constitution, and you can write these sections, the language of these sections, then enumerate it, because you should have to go to qualify at least the judicial examination, and there is a method of writing in the examination. Please mind it. It is very essential for you people who have the age, who are young, and your goal should be to qualify the judicial examination, and the very wonderful method of writing, very good method of writing, very attractive method of writing you should have to there, so that the another student will not write anything as you are writing, and by narrating and all these things in the form of accumulation, you will not get in the textbook accumulation from different sources, then application of mind. That's why I am just guiding that what should be written, how it should be written, what should be the heading, and what should be the point, how the point is written, or what is the method of writing the points and the case law, gist of the case. It is not essential to discuss all the facts, but it is essential issue, relevant issue, and the law laid down in a particular case, and who has laid down all these things, the name of the judge, or it is called in the technical word the author of the judgment, author of the judgment. That should be your spirit, because your study is not a LLB study. Now it is says that, and another aspect which is related to the second part, remove all prejudicious and harmful notions. If any kind of bad custom is prevailing in the society, which is for the harmful to the society, and which is in violation of the brotherhood in the society, and which is very adversarial system of the society, then it is the duty of everyone not to follow such type of things which is existing in a traditional society, not to follow that one. That is the value of an ideal citizen, of an educated person. Otherwise, what's the use of education? The basically use of education is not only to become the selfishness, not only to think over the own interest, but the interest of others. What is right, what is wrong, why it is so. If the X has said, I will follow that one. Why I will follow that one? Because X said that. No, I will decide myself because I have the capacity. All these things, and these are the values, please, written under the directive principles as a part of the constitutional law. Then next, which is the sixth one, which says that the preserve the rich heritage. Rich heritage means the monuments and the places, historical places in our society, and cultural system. If the good culture is there, and that culture says that to give the some facility to others whenever he is in trouble. And just like I'm quoting one example, and that example may not be the appropriate. Whenever a person is praying, a person is praying before the taking the food, whatever it is. I'm not just quoting any religious one. That his culture says that whatever you are going to take food after the pray, and that some part of that fruit should be given to another person also. It is a good culture to provide the things which one has. It is also there. So therefore, these are the system which is said and written under this one. Yes, the if bad culture under the E, you can cite the Bisaka case because of the it has opposed by one of the social reformer the child marriages. Child marriages are prohibited according to the law, and they are not mature. It is not a good culture of a particular society. And interestingly, you will say, and some people will oppose it, the good culture, whether it is essential that the girl after marriage will go to the home of the boy. If you will think about it, why, what, where it is written? It is not written in any law, but it is written that both will live together. Both will live together. So therefore, all these things, patriarchal society and the matriarchal society, there was a concept about that one, cultural system, but because of the some violence against the female woman is creating by the society family members, therefore the system should be changed. And on that day, very beginning day, so many things are there, it requires to be think over it. What is the good culture? Only the word is written. If that culture is not the favorable in the society, and the society modernization, as I have said, that the culture change its scope or its scenario, its system according to the changing system of the society, attitude of the people, and the educational status of the right thinking people in the society. A culture which may be good yesterday or some days before, that may not be the good today. Therefore, all these things are required to be think, and then such the reports and the foreign culture. I'm not saying that the Western culture and this culture, that culture, whatever the culture is in favor of the society, in favor of the everyone, that culture please should be followed by every person. And the rich heritage, and of course values are for this purpose, the F, you can cite the Prakash committee report, and the optional values of the society. And G, we have discussed about the protection of environment, and this is also duty. It is a statutory duty because there are the various enacted laws from very beginning after the this Earth Samiti conference on the environment and the environmental protection. 1927 Act, Forest Act is also there. 80 Forest Conservative Act is also there. So many things are there because exactly the and correctly these acts name is not possible to quote here because it is a e-learning system and it is a not a class method system. But you can search all these things for the purpose of this article 51A on under this article clause G, protection of environment. It is the duty because it affects the life of human being mentally, physically, and so many problems are there. Therefore, to protect that one and case laws, not only one case, there are the cases to protect the environment. MC Mehta is a person under the PIL. He has filed the various cases relating to the protection of the environment under this one. As scientific temper, that scientific temper and the spirit of the human being should be protected. Religious, statutory, and there should not be any kind of the religious restriction as the social culture is existing that one not will enter into this place or that place and so on. Therefore, this is the duty of everyone, and some cases are pending or some decisions has been given by the honorable court relating to this entry in the mandir and mandir. So such type of things are also there. So therefore, this is the duty that prescribed under the constitution as a value that everyone have such type of right also. Then protection of the public property, this is most relevant aspect. Whenever there is a agitation, whenever there the masses are coming in a particular place together to resist the some policy and to oppose, then when they are becoming the violent and their habit is antisocial. Antisocial law is there under the Indian Penal Code, unlawful assembly, and every aspect is protected by the law. 141 and onwards, if we will see the wrong and illegal object also, and this is also the statutory aspect of the everyone to protect the public property. Its name is public property. Think over it. It is not an individual property. It's a property of everyone because the government has invested the money and constructed the building for the public purpose from the fund of the public, collected from the public. Therefore, this is called the public property. It is not a saying that this will be the only the government. It is a public property because its use is for the public, for the welfare of the public, and that is the duty also. Indication is going on, and then please the excellence in learning, excellence in teaching, excellence in every kind of work by doing the hard work. This is the duty of everyone. Excellence should be there again and again. Why you are writing this project again and again? Because of to develop the habit of the student as an excellent student. I can do it, and it is required to be done by the student continuously. That is the duty written under this J clause. And then, of course, this is J. After the J, 11th, that is the 10th, there is the 11th also. Now, in the constitutional system, there was the need to amend and incorporate a new duty. And that has incorporated by the 86th amendment. And that is the duty of the parents. Duty of the parent to send their children to the school whose age is 6 to 14 years. Now there is another question. Before the 6, where they will go? The Article 45 also amended at that time. And up to the 6th year, there are the Anganwadis, and their studies shall be there. Duty another, the parents' duty. Under the Free Education Enacted Law of 2009, the government is providing the facility up to this age. Therefore, all these aspects which has discussed under the constitutional system, please, there are the cases which say that this aspect of one of the aspect relating to this right to education and fundamental duty of the parents. Education as a right is part of fundamental right. And Mohani Jain, Unni Krishnan, Supreme Court has laid down certain rules before the enacting of this law. But at the same time, still it is a duty of the parents to send their children to the school. Therefore, with all these, the short analysis of the constitutional values as enshrined in the Constitution by way of the amendment and the aspect which are very essential, useful, relating to the duties, by going through the historical system, existing material, and the information available, I have tried my level best to discuss the manner so that the student may able to understand the analysis of particular issue. That's why I hope that you will go through it and you will study much by searching the material. There is no problem nowadays. When there was a time, it was very difficult time to get the material. Now the e-learning are better than the offline learning system, because the material is available and everyone is arranging the internet facility at home. Though we are under such special kind of the situation, therefore please go through it and think over, analyze, develop your critical approach, and creative activities of writing should be there, because you should have the goal. We will qualify that one. If a special quality of writing will be there, a special kind of the habit will be there to search the material from here and there and to adjust it in the answer according to the question asked by the examiner in the competitive examination. I am sure that the students who will do this and follow this system, there is no doubt that he and she will get the success in the competitive examination. I have the experience of my life of the 35 years of teaching, and the student got the success. Therefore, I am work hard for your betterment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.